Pretentious Chant down on the rails, travelling third, 3/4, then over on the outside, Travelling. Then came Bomber Bay, who's down on the inside, fifth at the corner, 400 from home, being covered then by Danehill, Matilda, Crown Choice under heavy pressure. Down on the inside, Cut Snake and Patrimonio next to last. She Rules All is the leader. Noski hasn't moved, though, on the outside here with Crusoe. Pretentious Chance around his heels, though. They've dropped off Travelling. Bomber Bay's working into it pretty well. She Rules All from Crusoe. Pretentious Chant. Bomber Bay on the scene late. Pretentious Chant hits the front. Bomber Bay down the outside, but Pretentious Chant will cling on. Pretentious Chant from Bomber Bay, and down on the inside, She Rules All ran third from Crusoe. Then Crown Choice travelling together. Patrimonio. Cut Snake is next home, and Danehill Matilda is the one that brings up the tail end. Pretentious Chant, number 3, first up. Number 3, Pretentious Chant, ridden by Troy Turner, with Bomber Bay closing in rapidly over the final 50. Not a lot left there with Pretentious Chant, but he certainly did enough to hold Bomber Bay first up, both resuming. Travelling was off the steel and just didn't really travel all that kindly into the race. Coming up towards the home turn, he was being worked on by Casey. And Crusoe looked to be going pretty comfortably for Noski until he took it off the bridle. And that's when it started to really feel the pinch. Pretentious Chant grabbing it. Bomber Bay out of the gates much more effectively this afternoon. But Pretentious Chant, first up since failing in the Belmont Guineas. A horse that's had 8 starts now for 3 wins, 2 seconds, pays $4 and $1.60, and has turned up fit and well despite a little setback recently. Bomber Bay 290, She Rules All 350. The time 1:11.88. They didn't go out there and set any records. 34.63 they've sprinted home in. A short head, 1 length with the margins. And the winner is by War Chant out of Pretentious for Gavin Foster, Ronnie Sayers, R. Foster, N. McKeon, trained by Gavin Foster and ridden by Troy Turner. Second placing, Bomber Bay, number 7 by Oratorio out of Bantry Bay for Ben Pearce and G. Nelson, G. Smith, S. Oric, Miss D. Greaves, the Can See Me Syndicate, prepared by Ben Pearce, the rider Joe Azapati, and She Rules All, number 6, in third placing by Universal Ruler from There She Be. For Impressive Racing, G. Hans for D. MacArthur, Ms. C. Ford, S. Gall, P. McAuliffe, G. McCleary, K. Mrs. D. Palmer, K. Shepherd, trained by Darren McAuliffe and ridden by Jordan Turner. 4 even, 160, 290 and 350 after the running of the third event of the day. So nice win. A little setback, scratched about a week or so ago, but has come to the races in good order for Gavin Foster. Race 4, the Belmont Bonanza, $20 offer handicap at 238, 1,650. Number 1 is out, confusing the scratching from the next. We'll take you downstairs now and we'll catch up with Adam and certainly Gav Foster just behind the 8 ball a touch here, getting this horse to the races this afternoon.
Yeah, certainly had been a little bit of fun here for Gav. He's just with the horse now, so we'll have a quick chat with him. But a nice performance there by Pretentious Chant. Had been out for a little while. Gav, you must have been happy. Obviously, last prep we thought this horse has got a fair bit of class. So to return now after that Guineas run, certainly a big positive.
Yeah, he ran well. I was a little bit nervous that we might be like the Eagles, but you know, we had to. I told Troy, you better earn it, so don't take it for granted.
Certainly saw more heart than we saw from the Eagles on Thursday night. The way that this horse presented in the yard, it caught the eye.
Yeah, he is a good-looking horse. He's a well-bred horse from Yarradale by War Chant, so he does mark his horse as well, the stallion. So yeah, he's nice.
Well, speaking to the track work rider just before, he just mentioned that the action and the way that this galloper feels, it's one of the better feels he's had. You've got a pretty high opinion of it?
Yeah, when you ride him, he is keen. He's not an easy horse to ride, but he just makes it smooth. He really does make it smooth, so yeah.
Big picture plans or just keep going through the grades, mate?
Just keep coming back, basically, yeah. Just keep coming back and try and see where it takes us, yeah. 3
wins from 8 starts now. Let's hope it continues. Congratulations.
Thanks.
We'll grab winning jockey now, Troy Turner. Troy certainly had good enough form to win a race like that. The question mark was just how he was going to come back, but it was a really nice performance.
Yeah, it was. He got travelling a bit in the middle stages, but he travelled up well and got the job done. I think he probably needed the run under his belt as well.
That was something that I was going to ask Gav there as well before he had to go, but looks as though there's only going to be more improvement because probably, as you said, just needed that gallop to get back to the track.
Yeah, I think so. He's probably a high cruising horse too, so a bit more tempo on the race probably suit him. So hopefully he'll be suited in them better sprint races later on.
We saw not much luck in the Guineas over the 1600, but is it a horse that you think can stretch out to that 14 or 16, or is this probably about right from the field?
I'm not too sure if he'll stretch out to the mile. I think he's more a sprinting type, but you never know once they get a bit older. But you just have to wait and see.
Well done, mate. Great ride.
Thank you.